call the Buildings and Grounds July 6th meeting to order. Roll call, Judd Lawshay.
Juan Cifuentes.
Andy Allen,
Bob Helverson.
We have any public comment?
no comments.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go through the agenda. Informational items, 2026 summer project updates.
All right, I'll wait for the pictures to load up here. So all in all, we're doing pretty well. A lot of the projects are on or done. So the first pictures here of the high school, it's kind of a demolition zone still today. You can definitely see that it goes all the way up to the ceiling of the third floor there. Those are some of the new rooms that they've remodeled into more center-based approach going forward. So we can get back to that in what was the freshman center idea. We hope to go back to that in another year or so. And then the next picture is a univent that just got freshly installed. Next slide. Playgrounds. So that's Gates. Pour in place should be coming soon. And the other one is Krug that I saw them working on the other day. And then they've done repairs to Benavides. So probably in the next 2 weeks, they're going to come and actually do the pour in place surfaces, and those will be ready to go. So we're ahead of schedule on those as it stands right now. Next slide. Fire project at Brady. So it's on, they came in early and started working second shift in May to string some of the wires. They're staying on task. It is quite a large project. There's only a few minor adjustments we've made to it so far to put different door closes in that were required by code. But otherwise that project remains on budget and right in line with completion dates. Oak Park windows and Krug windows. Krug is actually done. All the windows are complete. Even the inside flashing or brake metal is complete as of what we were told the other day. So it'll be down to probably some punch list items that Corder and Clark will walk with them soon to identify. Oak Park, I can confirm I was there today. All the windows are in. They're sealed both ways. They got screens to put in, and then they also have some plaster work because of how the old windows came out that they're getting a quote to us to then remediate some of that plaster work that is damaged quite a bit. So, but otherwise the building envelope is sealed up and good. Next slide. This is, what is this?
Firma and Hill.
Firma? Yeah. Thank you. So they have done the work there. They've cleared out. They're pouring concrete. They've done the chimney already, brought it down in a rapid amount of time. It went very well. No really added additions. So the jungle gym is gone. The basketball court piece is gone. They're getting prepared for asphalt. They're going to try to they're starting Hill Avenue tomorrow and stripping the asphalt and getting that remediation started, so they can come pave all in one thing. They'll start one place and go to the other and get it all paved at the same time as their goal. Next slide.
Wait, so that one is where we were doing some environmental remediation?
Hill Avenue is, yes.
So
they're milling the asphalt tomorrow, and then they'll start some of the remediation after that.
Okay.
Said 3 to 4 weeks, everything should be complete, I think, at Fred Rogers and the Hill Avenue. And AJ and Nick and the team have met with all the maintenance mechanics about parking, talked to the neighbor about where we're going to have some cars parked and all those pieces. So we got a good plan going forward. More pictures. This is just the tuck pointing pieces at the building. So I've had enough tuck pointing to last a career. Window project here. This window project is complete and done. We've done the west side and the south side. It all went very well. We did add on a couple pieces. They did go up top and saw some of the lintel pieces at the top where the mortar was already coming out. So they recaulked all those along the lines to prevent water. They drilled holes above the windows, weep holes. So any water getting in behind the brick had a way to escape. So hopefully to prevent some of the stuff we're having now. Next year, we'll go through and do the same bidding process to do the west side or the east side of the building in this area.
So after this crazy 7 inches of rain.
No water.
Okay, cool.
Good sign.
That's a good sign. Okay.
I will say that thanks to all the staff that are here and dealt with that, because it was something that had to be in the building, and it was kind of noisy off and on when they're drilling. It thought the dentist might be in your mouth sometimes when they're a room away. So it worked out pretty good, but we'll have more next year. So that this will be the one project besides the HVAC next year that we'll carry over to try to complete all this work to make sure we don't lose the other face of the windows because they're wood. Flooring project, that's Krug in the upper slides there. It turned out they got that done very rapidly. We had a couple of small additions to the agenda there. There was just some small closet areas that we added on to it, but they've all been completed. They even did some punch list items the other day when I was walking the building. So that they were done with that flooring project, I think within the first 2 weeks we get out. So that Pinnacle Flooring, that company came in and did a really good job getting it done really fast. So just, I believe the other one's Allen, main office, same type of thing. They came in there, got that and the old computer lab done really fast. Next slide. Yeah, just more flooring, Beaupre in different areas. It's all going where there's one room over at Beaupre that has been finished. We did find a hatch with an old sump pump behind a metal door that's like 4 feet deep. So we're getting a quote to get that filled in permanently and then go over the floor and make it look nice. But it's not in a classroom, it's more of a storage area. So it's not really impacting anything right now, but should stay on track there too. Next slide. Just more flooring. And this is actually this here is the picture, the bottom right picture is of the Excel Academy up north. Our maintenance team is taking on remodeling that room. I know they've done paint work. They've poured the leveling concrete. Flooring will start going in. They replaced some of the damaged ceiling tiles. So we got that place looking very good. It's on its way. It's on track to be completed for the start of school. Don't anticipate any other problems in that room. It looks really good compared to what it was beforehand. So a remarkable improvement. And the team's been doing a really good job. The other picture to the left of that is room 140 of the high school. Same, our maintenance team has been taking that remodel on too as part of the high school project. That was going to be the esports room at the high school at the time before we built it at the rec. And that room has never been redone. So it was just a blank slate of storage, for lack of a better word, and we weren't even supposed to use it for that. So working with the ROE and Corrigan, we came up with a plan. We're kind of general contracting ourselves. So the ductwork's going in, the walls are going right now. They're putting in the electrical outlets. So we're remaining on schedule for that too, to then reopen it this fall. And Mr. Martin and I already have a plan of who's going in there and what that's going to be used for. So it's a needed space for the high school. Next. Just added work around the district. That's Dietrich is part of is Dietrich the bench? Which one are those, AJ? Yeah, Dietrich's of the bench area. And then, no, that's the high school. High school new brick area. And actually the city of Aurora came and planted some trees the other day for us. So we're gonna have some shade trees growing over that on the eastern side. And they planted a bunch of trees for us as part of their tree arbor project. They have a grant for over the 5 years. So that's been good. They've been coming out and doing that too. And then the lower right's Dietrich. So just lots of improvements, a lot of it done by our own team, our own guys, which shows they do good work and quality work. So we appreciate that. And by them doing the work, it is a cost savings for us, for them to do it. Next slide. So I think we're on to the next subject. So,
Hold on, I got a question. So East Aurora High School air conditioning?
yes. So
How's
the
that?
project's going. This project's a really, really large project.
Yeah.
Probably the largest one we've taken on so far across the district. Waldo would have been the next closest one.
Right.
We are on task. I will say that it's not without its challenges. Right now, we're still working with a piping contractor to make sure they can get everything in there. It's kind of a maze every time they go a certain distance. We have some things we have to work around, but it's progressing. The rooms are done themselves, all the remodel of the rooms. There's ceiling grid going in on the third floor.
Okay.
Their painting is starting today in those areas. Univents are going in. So they are making progress, but there's still a significant amount of work to be done. And I will say, it may seem slow. You can walk in there as much. I'm in there about 3 days a week as it is now, walking in the morning. You can see the work happening. It's just going to get faster and faster and faster as they go along. And I will be honest, we're going to be down to the wire. We will be. It's just the type of project.
You got all the HVAC units set on the roof, and
There was no HVAC. There was no new HVAC unit in that thing. The main chiller was refurbished. We had the contract with Train to refurbish it, which gives us another, I think, 5-year warranty.
yeah.
And we're year 11. So they replace all the compressors and main components of it, which gets us another 5 to 10 years minimum out of that unit, or
Right.
those 2 units. It's the individual classroom univents that are being replaced.
Oh, I see.
And they also call them VAV boxes that they work in the ceiling tiles. There's also the addition of the hydronic boilers that will be going in the boiler room. Then that's the system. But yeah,
But it was like 8 or 9 million. So
it's a
must have
lot.
been a lot of little.
If you would like to go through there, I'd be happy to take you through there. If you'd like to see it, just
Wow.
let me know and I can schedule
Well,
time and do a walk.
At least
You'll
you didn't have to get a structural engineer to make sure all the rooftop units were, because that's what the city of Aurora requires typically.
No, there's nothing on the roof.
Okay.
One item that is on the roof is the main chillers, and they're
Okay.
staying in place. They're just retrofitting them.
Okay. And then we
So-
had some flooding somewhere else, remember, before, like a month or two ago?
High school tunnels are historically get some water in them. We had some that they're mitigating today. It wasn't I've seen worse, but
What else am I thinking about? Was it outside of Fred Rogers or somewhere that we had to put in new pipes or something?
Simmons used to
We
have,
had when we had Krug, when we had the backup with the.
Yeah.
that was sewer. That was
Sewer,
that
So with
sewer,
this big,
not storm sewer, regular sewer.
so with the 7 inches of rain, no problems?
That's internal. That's flushing the toilets and stuff. We didn't have any problems with that.
Okay.
The storm sewer is a different piping system.
All right.
So
Okay.
yes, we didn't have any problems. Only problem we had is O'Donnell had a very flooded parking lot due to the marshy conditions back in the forest that came onto our property. It's probably starting to go down now, but it'll take some time. We had a little water here and there in some buildings and places you don't normally expect it, but that's expected with the sheer volume of rain that we had.
Right.
It was nothing catastrophic by any means that we found so far. And our buildings were all reoccupied today. So all the building leads and stuff did building walks. So we would have known by now if something major came out of it.
And over the weekend, we did have between Andy and AJ, they had some of the leads go out and take a look at some of the buildings that we thought might be problematic. So we were texting back and forth on Saturday a little bit there, and they were getting
Great.
guys out there as well, guys and gals out there.
Awesome.
No, but otherwise the project is staying on course.
Okay.
Everything's subject to change, as you well know. It's a very, very large project. But again, if you want to walk any of the projects that we've done, just let me know and I'll be happy to take you along through it.
Skid steer purchasing revision?
Yes. So back in October of 2025, last year, we came to you to replace the current skid steer we have. That's a 1998 model. We asked for $30,000 of leeway to go work on that with a trade. We had one lined up and then had a second one lined up, and the gentleman or company sold it out from under us to someone they could get to right away. And we've had a hard time refinding something in that price range. So what we're asking for is to go up to a $40,000 amount to try to find one, either purchase used or at auction. So it's just a revised piece.
What are you going to use that for? Well,
It loads our salt trucks. It does a lot of different things. That's really one of its main reasons is it loads the salt trucks in the
Okay.
winter. It can be used for other things, but that's its primary thing.
you're
And
purchasing-
the other one we sent in October and paid a substantial amount of money trying to keep it running. And I know it still has off and on problems.
So are you pretty confident you're going to get it with 40, or are we going to have to?
AJ has been doing a lot of research on it, and we're
Yeah.
pretty confident we can find something in that regard. And then we're going to try to use our other one as a possible trade just to get some value out of it, but I don't know if we'll get much.
Okay. All right. East Aurora High School furniture purchase.
This is part of the HVAC project. The proposal here is for all the new office areas, which there's a sped office area on one level. There's another level that has an old computer lab that's been remodeled in a conference room and many offices for deans, counselors, administrators, and then a third floor office that's been done the very same way. It's about buying the appropriate furniture to go in the spaces, desks, chairs for sitting and waiting for the space, waiting in the office space, conference tables, all that material assembled, delivered and assembled and installed for us. We're going to have a time change. Our crew is going to be maxed out with cleaning those spaces and getting things ready to open. I don't want them to assemble furniture on the side. I'd like to have that done for us and get it done quick. The issue is this will be an action item if with your approval dropping tonight, because I need to get the order in as fast as possible to make sure we can meet that timeline of the 17th. The current furniture that's in the space, a lot of it will be reused around the district. We're ordering, and AJ can confirm this, teacher desks every year for ones that break or they clear out rooms to do things. Things happen and they just get old. A lot of the chairs the teachers use are just old and ratty. It's time to get rid of some of that. Some of the stuff is usable. Some of the chairs and other stuff is not. A conference table here and here is reusable, but won't fit in a new space, but we can reuse it elsewhere. There's a lot of that stuff. So it's not, things aren't going to waste per se by doing
And you
this.
said you got this pricing through the co-op, two
Yes,
co-ops?
the Omnia Cooperative Agreement. There's an also secondary quote in there from a different vendor through their cooperative. So there's two provided.
Okay. All right. You good with that tonight, Juan?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. And 3D pavement improvement BSA EC.
So-
EC.
For those of you who may not know, the bottom picture there is the area exiting out to Mitchell Road. And it's what our buses use every day. It basically looked like an off-road park and has for many years. I had someone tell me the other day that they drove on it and it's been terrible for 15 plus years. I don't know if that's true or not. I've only been here for 6. I'll take their word for it. But as part of the project, we didn't generally do the project ourselves. Part of the agreement with that property up there is the property owners it's an easement right away that we all share.
Mhm.
Well, now because we own the Mitchell Road property and ECC BSA, we are now on the hook for 67% of any improvement costs there. So we worked with KCT. They went out and got bidders or people to do the work, or quotes to do the work, and they chose the most responsible one for them. So we're going to be paying them. Our share of this is $16,600 or $700 for that pavement work. Looks really good. It's going to make that whole exit entry area a lot better.
Nice.
It's consumers now.
Consumers, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I enjoyed working with them. I worked with architect and their manager there. So go on next slides. There's other pictures there of the work that was done. It stretches quite a bit of the main area.
No, that's a big improvement only
Yes.
because,
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean,
You could lose a tire in some
you
of the.
can.
Yes.
it was
Don't,
horrible.
Yes, it
don't speed through
Yeah.
there.
Good thing we didn't own the buses.
How come people aren't complaining earlier? I mean, you think it was that bad?
It really took a title search by consumers since they bought out KCT to realize back in 1972, there's a cooperative agreement of
Okay.
an easement road there and a whole bunch of other work they did on their side to then
Okay.
come together. That I think I first met them at the end of May and started talking with them.
Okay.
And a
glad it
good
had-
thing happened
Yeah.
after we started that conversation. They got the quotes within 2 weeks and they had the work done started week 3. So they were able to go through the process a lot faster for
Okay.
us, and we all benefit from it. So,
Sounds good. Resolution for the disposal of personal property.
yep, 2 server racks or a couple server racks we have in storage up. We haven't used them since we moved out of SSC back when that was a building. I've reused a couple things here and there, but they're just taking up a lot of space there. So we're going to put them on our recycle list. There are some interested school districts out there that are looking for something. So we'll see if we can, once we go through that process of disposal, we'll see if they could, I'll get back on my email list, and if they haven't found them, I'll offer them up for them to come get.
Nice.
So it's one thing, put it back to good use
Yeah.
somewhere else. We have not seen any. I'm going to keep a couple still there for potential use if we need it, but thin it out some more.
That, like you mentioned, the basement at East, I've been down there with the food pantry. It is like, used to be pretty rough. The basement at East Aurora High School.
Last year on the northeast side where they do all these workshop for the stage and store all their equipment, we went through all that last year and got through 7 dumpsters,
Wow.
I think, full of stuff
Okay.
that were scenes and things they hadn't used. We weren't really meeting our OE, so we got that all cleaned up. We plan on doing something similar. Once we get the roofing contractor out of there, they just started today on the high school. So hopefully once they get out of there, we plan on bringing down, there's some old mats and nasty things in the basement. There's no way we could reuse them.
Okay.
We need to start pulling some of that stuff out to create some space and room.
Yeah.
By the look of the boxes, AJ and I have walked it, Nick and a bunch of us, even high school administrators, it's like, we don't know why some of the stuff is there and don't know what it belongs to. Some of it has teachers' names on it that don't even work here anymore. So it's time for a lot of that to go, to make room, to clean it out, we're not a storage facility. So
How is the elevator doing? They get
that's
it
been
fixed?
good. I haven't had any. Yeah.
Cool.
So knock
Excellent.
on wood.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good.
are the repairs have been completed yet? Yep. So
Somebody's got a key, because I know that was like a big deal, getting a key and all that. All right, cool. Like Annette should have one because she's there on Saturday when it happens. Okay. All right. What's the last thing? Work orders summary?
work orders. So we have, I mean, obviously in summer, work orders do come down in many ways, especially in the delivery side, but there are a lot of deliveries. They're going to start all the room moves of the teachers shifting buildings soon. So as the work orders come in, those are going to be taken care of. So that will be fluctuating quite a bit up and down. As far as maintenance tickets, it's kind of down a little bit, but there's also a caveat. They're doing a lot of work on these other projects we're doing in-house. So it's kind of
Yeah.
ebb and flow a little bit. We haven't had too many major HVAC issues. There's been some as of late with the massive heat we had last week, but overall, they've been dedicating their time to try to get these rooms done for us to be able to open on August 5th. And that's where we want their priority set right now, because we need them ready to go.
So we have summer school and how many?
Summer
total?
school finished Thursday.
Okay.
There still are a few high school kids coming in doing some credit recovery pieces to try to make sure they can get what they need done.
Mhm.
But otherwise, the main summer school was done on Thursday, was their last day.
So is the maintenance department staffed up for the fall or for when we need it?
I think I know we're down 2 maintenance mechanics right now, although they did interviews a week ago. I don't know where they stand on that. And I believe the custodial group is full right now. Yeah.
Okay.
If we go down some, that's your fault that you asked.
Okay, I can see how that works. All right, cool. All right, great. I think that's it. Anything else? We adjourn at 6:20. Thank you, Andy.